Welcome back to more Kirby Squeak Squad. So, last time, we took on Meta Knight. Definitely one of the trickier fights so far. Yeah, it just feels like the bosses get harder and harder, which I guess is very fitting. Anyway, we beat him, and then, yeah, that led us to Gamble Galaxy, because the Squeak stole the treasure chest that Meta Knight took. As it turns out, there was some dark power inside, and then it corrupted the roach. So, yeah. We need to do something about that, so yeah, let's make a start. So, I think we'll get Ghost, because again, kind of like what I was talking about before, I wouldn't mind showing off in an actual level. Because like I just did like a little test earlier. But anyway, let's go into 8-3. I feel like this is going to be a very short part, or maybe we'll take on the fire boss, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to become Ghost Baby quick. There we go. Look at this guy. But again, yeah, it is a bit of a slow process, isn't it? Can't go in there, unfortunately. You can dash with the... You can dash with the Duty Possess, that's good to know. There we go. This guy only grabs, so yeah. Unfortunately, I can't grab downwards, so that's good to know. But again, it is an interesting part. I feel like there's definitely a lot of potential with it. And yeah, it wants to get us laser, huh? So yeah. So yeah, let's go grab that. Also grab some health. I can become a Scarfy, which is interesting. So, I mean, we did see before that, yeah, you can become enemies that... I feel like, yeah, you don't want to actually go down here. You can become... Actually, yeah, we totally can now, so yeah. There we go. I doubt there's any treasure, but yeah, again, it's cool that, yeah, you can become all sorts of different kinds of enemies, so yeah. I'm just kind of having a lot of fun with it. Again, it's a cool part, it's just that, yeah, I feel like it lacks, I feel like it's gonna be lacking in, utility, because again, all it really does is, yeah, just control enemies, that's it. And yeah, some enemies can't really attack, so yeah, you're gonna have to just upper run it. And you probably want to be a bit careful, because I'm not so sure how if the enemy falling down happens. I guess we might need throws, so yeah. If you can get that. It wasn't a chest, was it? Let me double check. I think it was just a timid, wasn't it? Yeah, but you'd use throw and get that, so yeah. Anyway, I think that's enough fun with that, so yeah, let's go and get Spark. And let's head to the next room. So yeah, we're coming to the end of this. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey. And yeah, it's basic. I will say that, yeah, it's done. This playthrough's definitely done what it's needed to. Because, yeah, at the time of recording this, I just unlocked the EX dungeon and it took punishment. So yeah, I will be taking on in a bit. I do have a lot of preparation to go with my personas though. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that. That's going to be a little while, but hey, at least still give me a little bit of a break from recording, so I don't mind too much. But anyway, we've got Gal back as a mini-boss. Pretty annoying one, to be honest, but hey, it's how he jumps around. Because it's kind of hard to tell, I feel like it's kind of hard to judge where he's going to go when he jumps like that. At least he does make himself easier after the spin there, so yeah, let's go get... Nope. And yeah, we need to use it here. And yeah, I think there's also a treasure to get there too. And yeah, really, you can drill in with that, so yeah. So yeah, as a intro project, it's definitely done a good job for me, that's the next shot, because yeah, I do feel a bit more relaxed now, so yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, of course, getting to experience more new games on the channel too, that's definitely another big bonus, so yeah. Yeah, this island definitely seems very open, so yeah. That's interesting. But yeah, we need to go down here so that yeah we can go get need to go downwards so that yeah we can go get that chest which I saw the bombs, so yeah. And it looks like it's gonna be messy. This is like kind of a dirt maze, which is kind of interesting, so yeah. Luckily you can dig our way through. And we get the grab too, that's cool. So yeah, just dig our way through, hit this. And yeah, might as well get more of these. Yeah, the drill is not only possible, so yeah, it can help us against enemies too. And yeah, this actually gives us the extra life. Might as well take that now. There you go. Alright, let's keep this up. But yeah, I need to be careful. Again, these heavy knights are quite dangerous. But we can deal with them like that, so that's good. And yeah, let's go get that chest. If I can figure it out, because yeah, it does look like we need to hit a switch, which maybe that switch we hit was the one. So yeah, we'll see. You can't dig upwards. I mean, that kind of makes sense, so yeah. Let's see, yeah, that door definitely unlocked, so yeah, we need to loop our way around, we need to hit that switch, is how to do it, so yeah. So then we have a bit of an expensive animal section. I don't mind too much, again, yeah, animals definitely a very situational power. I've had a lot of new abilities in this game a lot, but yeah. They do create some kind of interesting level design when they, you know, think about, although yeah, again, I guess the only thing is that yeah, you're basically only using animal for treasure, it's not really used to progress in the level, I guess. But hey, I do get more enjoyment out of actually getting the collectibles, so yeah, in these kind of games, so yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't talk about it before, yeah. I don't really talk about how I feel about getting collectibles, yeah. In kind of games, I do want to do as much as possible, so yeah. So that's why I'm definitely gonna go after a lot of this. Let's see, this is just the way up, I assume, so yeah, if you don't want to dig your way through, so yeah. Okay, let's keep up. So we got ice now, so yeah, I assume we want fires. This level's kind of a lot of things so far. But yeah, we can use that to obviously get rid of the ice, so we don't have to do ice physics, which is kind of cool. I mean, yet later as well. We don't always need the fire to break the ice, despite what I'm saying. It's just that, yeah, I know that the ice is gonna work, so yeah. That's kind of why I say it like that, so yeah. Yeah, looks like we need to go downwards. Yeah, this definitely does look like it. Just need to be careful of these Scarfies. Luckily in this game, yeah, the Scarfies, there aren't other versions of them. Like, yeah, there's some Scarfies that'll chase you if you look away from them, and then in Return of Dreamland, there's some that, if you have a key, they chase up you, so yeah, I can't get that. At least I don't think we can. And a lot of sleeps too. If I had bubble, then yeah, we could obviously use it here. Now you can go like that, yeah. I think you could do that in Amazing Mirror. I kind of forgot you could also do it in this game. Well, I knew you could do that in Amazing Mirror, because I did watch a little bit of Amazing Mirror, so yeah. Somewhat recently, in fact, too, so yeah. But yeah, I don't really see anything else here, so yeah. I guess we're gonna move on. Yeah, that's one problem relying on the firewall too much. You might not input it, so yeah. My brother was having a little bit of problems with his dash inputs. Maybe I'm feeling something similar when playing Superstar Wheels, so yeah. No, it does last a decent amount of time, but yeah, I didn't see anything else down there, so yeah, I'm just gonna assume it was just the one-up, so yeah. Anyway, we got a bomb again, that's cool. So yeah, nothing down there looks like. And we got a warp star, alright. Which I assume we need to use to progress, but I mean, certainly we don't need it, so yeah. But yeah, looks like we're gonna need it, so yeah, let's progress. I mean, this level is actually decently lengthy, so yeah. At least with how I'm playing it, I assume that, yeah, if you knew where all the chests were, then yeah, you could just get through very quickly. Anyway, we have this section. This kind of reminds me of, Kirby's Adventures last level. I forget what it was called, though. Okay. But yeah, oh, an actual UFO. That's cool. So yeah, because yeah, we only got a UFO from the that's yeah, the UFOs are a bit annoying sometimes. I like to bump into you and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, normally yeah, you would inhale a UFO to get it. So yeah, it's cool that we're actually doing that right now. They need to be careful again. They like to bump into you a lot, from what I remember. I mean, you could use high jump if you want. And held 2 dudes. Unfortunately, I'm very low on health. And we got animal gun, but yeah, it's not really too useful though. That's okay. But yeah, a lot of keepers too. And we just need to shoot our way through. Maybe take out the keeper. There we go. Be careful of this guy too. He is an enemy, obviously. And yeah, this even breaks blocks too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's not the best shield, and it wasn't really helping against the UFOs, but maybe that's just because of, you know, where it needs to hit, so yeah. But yeah, for some reason, I don't think about the space theme is, it also kind of reminded me of, also you can do that, by the way. Just a little tip right there. But yeah. I can't get down unless we do use the burning attack. Be careful of the laser. I think at least. Maybe we could charge shot through it. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, more help take that. But yeah, for some reason I was trying Epic on 2. There was some pretty good space holes in that game. And yeah, charge shot does do it. And indeed, that does give us another chest. I'm probably just going to use this for health. And we'll have to combine our powers a little bit, but that's okay. And yeah, I definitely do not want that. That's definitely an animation you don't see very often, isn't it? So yeah. Anyway, let's get out of here. Should be near a level soon. So yeah, this is a cool showcase for UFO. That's what I'm sure. Anyway, we got a UFO battle here. And I'm the superior UFO, obviously. But yeah, we did this level. I just want to take down the dog because I think it'll be funny. But yeah, I'm not doing the best job though. And yeah, those UFOs, yeah, I feel like that caused me more problems than him. But there you go, that's it. Let's drop a lot of food. And yeah, take out these UFOs, and there we go. We had a UFO walker on that level, so that was pretty cool. Alrighty, so that level took me quite a while to be honest, but that's okay. Only 2 chests remain. And yeah, we do get full health, we get the carbon spray paint, and the secret notes. So we completed the health, and we completed the music notes too. So there we are. And the last level is the boss level. So yeah, I think we're going to be taking on the final boss in this part. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately I was able to shovel the spray paints, but it's okay. So yeah. But we do have all of them now, so at least I can show all of them. So yeah, of course. You got your regular pink Kirby, which I feel like I want to use for this fight. Yellow. You got red. You got green, so you have all the colors from Amazing Mirror. You got snow. Here's carbon. Those look pretty cool to be honest, but I can't prefer all the other darker colored ones to be honest. You got ocean. You got sapphire. You got grape. You got emerald, which wasn't able to show up either. That one also looks kind of cool. But yeah, we got orange. You got chocolate, which I just showed. Cherry. Chalk, probably one of my favorites to be honest. I do love the monochrome thing. It also reminds me of Kirby Squeak 2, the second boss level, I believe. Shadow again, reference to Amazing Mirror, that's pretty cool. Ivory, Citrus, White, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and Lavender. So yeah, I think a lot of these are also in Amazing Mirror because it's also a mechanic from that game. So yeah, I think yeah, like I said, for this last level, let's get pink. So yeah, we could use a UFO for the final boss. That could be interesting, anyway. Let's have a look at all our collectibles. So yeah, obviously got all the star seals. We got the piece of heart. We are full in health now. Obviously, we're already done with those. Ghost medal, we weren't able to show that, but hopefully, yeah, I'll be able to show that in the first game. Yo, the ability scrolls, I do want to do a video where I shovel those. We do have all the notes, that means I think the sound player is full now. We still need to get one more boss battle badge. So yeah, that's important. I just showed all the colors there. Again, we're gonna go with the star one there. Secret map allows us to get the ability room, and then yeah, all the pictures, which I've talked about before. So yeah. So yeah, we only have one boss battle badge and whatever this is. So yeah. Let's go and find out what that's gonna be in the final level. So our powers are Cutter, Parasol, and whatever this is. So yeah. Again, like I said, I'm gonna try UFO to start with. I don't think UFO is gonna do that well actually in this fight, but we'll see. And we got Tornado, obviously, because yeah, the game will always give me Tornado if it's an option. So yeah. This is Dark the Roach, and yeah, that's why I'm a bit scared of him. I don't know if I can actually, get charge shots off of him. So yeah, let's see what we can do. But yeah, this guy is kind of nuts, from what I remember. He's kind of nutty up, and yeah, once again, the triple stars cause me grief. And yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure how to dodge it yet, so yeah, that's something I'm gonna learn later. Like I said, I don't think UFO is actually that good against them, but... And yeah, that beam is a lot bigger. Basically, it's a supercharged version. And yeah, you need to be very careful with that ice attack. The range is very good. Okay, we'll use that with the leaf and stuff. I do want to staying close to him is actually good for the triple star attack. Anyway, let's get this back. Like I said, I might resort to Tornado like usual because it's kind of good. So yeah. Yeah, I'm really not really sure how to deal with that. Triple star attack. I'm guessing maybe normal Kirby can inhale it. That might be one good way to dodge it, but anyway. Damn it. Oh, he is close though. Yeah, again, he teleports a lot. I don't think he teleports as much, at least for me, he doesn't. Man, he's using it twice now. He just needs to keep using that and he's got me, so yeah. Almost got him. There we go. Managed to not have to use Tornado for once. I had to use another overpowered power, but that's okay. But because it's this era Kirby, we get a super ability. And yeah, we have to go chase up the final boss now. We got the triple star cane that he was using. Which yeah, let's talk about. What else do you think? Triple star, that's what you are, amazing. So yeah, it's got a regular attack, which I should have. Which I think you can aim as well. And then yeah, you can also use it. It's pretty incredible, so yeah, let's chase after this guy. So yeah. And yeah, I think the stars also protect you too. It's a really cool power. And yeah, we definitely need that max tomato. I don't want to die while having this, that's a big shot. I'm probably just gonna whip it out now, to be honest, so yeah. But yeah, we're chasing after this guy, like I said. Interesting prelude to the final boss, so yeah. And we got a little bit more health, good. Fortunately can't carry a max train in the next fight, but considering the reputation this boss has, because I'm well aware of that, fortunately I lost that. Luckily I don't think it goes away, so yeah. Because of course I do want to show it for the final boss, because yeah, like with other Kirby games here, you do get, like I said, the super weapon before the final boss. And this is, well, Squeak Squad's version. The Star Rod, the Love Love Stick, the Rainbow Sword, there's a lot of different super weapons you get for the final boss. Although again, I don't think it's required for this guy specifically. But anyway, here he is. This is Dark Nebula. But I think the interesting thing about him is that he's called Dark Zero in Japan, which could relate to the same Zero that's a form of Dark Matter. So yeah, this guy could very well be a form of Dark Matter himself, so yeah. But yeah, his gimmick is that, yeah, he changes form a lot. He has really cool battle music, I must admit. But yeah, one thing about him though is he's considered pretty pathetic as the final boss. So there's that. After Roach is definitely the challenging fight, but yeah. I mean, I'm not doing a good job considering I've got hit there, but that's okay. That Spark attack is admittedly decently hard to dodge, but yeah. The Double Star is definitely very good against him though, so yeah. That's a thing, sure. And that's it. Unfortunately, I don't think he has another phase, so yeah. Yeah, there isn't really much to him. That's a thing, sure. But hey though, it is interesting to think that he could be another form of Dark Matter. Because considering he did corrupt the rope, so yeah. The Treasure Chest is the prisoner Dark Nebula, ruler of the underworld. Man, I knew the secret of the chest, but decided not to tell anyone because that's the kind of guy he is. He fought Kirby to prevent Dark Nebula from being released. Yeah, I guess he also kind of saved Kirby in that regard. It does seem like a very Meta thing to do, so yeah. The Sweets decided to look elsewhere for treasure. They've left for parts unknown. It looks like peace will return to the land. But where did that slice of strawberry shortcake disappear to? Imagine if it was Deity just ate it. What did that lost stack fill Kirby's head as he goes home? Imagine just Deity ate it, and then like, we have this treasure hunt for it, and then yeah. It was all for nothing, but anyway, the end. That would be pretty funny, not gonna lie. A bit dumb as well, but yeah. And we got credits now, so yeah. Again, this game is like my flagship. I think they are like related to Capcom, I believe. It's either Capcom or Konami, I can't remember, but they also made Amazing Mirror, so yeah. Let's talk about this game then. Like I said, Amazing Mirror is definitely a difficult game to rank, because again, it's not like anything, it's not super special. Like, it doesn't do anything like to revolutionize the Kirby formula, or anything like that. It's just, you know, just a normal Kirby game, basically. But it does have some cool mechanics. To be honest, yeah, the stuff it did add, again, you could definitely view it as, like, half-baked stuff, like, you know, the weapon fusion, the terrain, the bubble. I mean, the bubbles are actually pretty light, to be honest. I ended up liking, again, the fact that you have a 5 limit and just take it up does mean that, yeah, you may need to, like, sacrifice a healing item, but I don't feel like I ran that early on until I realized that yeah, I did have that 5 limit early on, so yeah. After that though, I managed to manage it pretty well, and yeah, it does also mean that yeah, you want to fuse your balls together to make more copy abilities, that's cool. Plus, since you could store copies for layer 2, and yeah, you would use the bonus screen to store healing items in the 3DS games like Triple Deluxe and Power Robot. Again, like I said, there's a lot of things in this game that are kind of carried over to future Kirby games. Like I said, the weapon fusion, that's in Stylized. The weapon scrolls I also really like, to be honest. It's a really cool collectible to go after. But yeah, you can also upgrade abilities in Forgotten Land too, and it kind of went even more in, to my knowledge, so that's also kind of cool to think about. Again, there's a lot of things in this game that, yeah, happen to be in modern Kirby games, which I find kind of funny, but yeah. Again, the level design isn't the greatest. Again, there is a bit of trial narrative, but to be honest, not as much as I thought, and they don't put it in super long levels either, so if you need to, you know, go back through the level again, then yeah. If you need to go back through the level again, then yeah, it's not really a problem, so yeah. You can just quickly go through, take the other path, as long as you remember which path it was. Again, if you're trying to, you know, get everything in one Nintendo level, that's sort of challenge. That's why it becomes kind of annoying, but I don't think that's what they really want you to do, so yeah. But would you look at that? But yeah, and yeah. Let's show us the plot here. A short while later. A delectable strawberry shortcake arrives for Kirby from the Squeaks. That's as an apology for all the trouble they caused. But Kirby doesn't really care why they sent it, it's snack time. With shortcake waiting to be munched, Kirby is truly happy at last. The end, really. It's not quite over because, yeah, we do have what the boss battle patch unlocks, which we'll be seeing in a bit. And then, yeah, I do want to show off all the copies too, but anyway, you can now play Sun Death Boss Endurance. I definitely want to be showing that because I love the arena. And yeah, our final treasure, of course, was the strawberry shortcake, so yeah. That is pretty cool. 100% complete. You can now play extra. Oh, there's an extra in this game too. That's awesome. Okay, I didn't actually know that. So yeah. So if we go to file 1, we do have now. We do now have. I think it's in subgame. The boss endurance. Yes, it is. So yeah, we'll be taking on that on its own part. I'm not so sure how I want to do the boss endurance, but yeah, the other mini games I'm pretty sure you need the touch screen for, which yeah, I'm not very good at. And then of course extra, the extra mode. Which yeah, I do want to show off in the last part too. Maybe after I show off the copy of these, I'm not so sure, but anyway. Now I believe there's one more thing we could show here. Something else I think I remember about this game too, so yeah. And that's that, yeah. In the ability room, you can get the triple star back and use it in any level, which is admittedly very cool, so yeah. Again, this is a very good ability, as you probably tell, considering that there would just be my ass with it, so yeah. But anyway. So yeah, to end things, yeah. Like I said, I still enjoy the gameplay a lot, and yeah. And yeah, like I said, this game did exactly what I wanted it to. It proved a very nice, relaxing experience before going back into Triple Blocks, the telepunishment and doing the EX dungeons. So yeah, I still, like I said, I still need to work on that, but at least we still have a couple more parts to go. So yeah, it's fine. So yeah. But again, the plot is definitely kind of weird in this game though, I must admit, because again, it kind of feels like, you know, just stuff happens. And again, yeah, Kirby getting into action for his own reasons this time, definitely a little bit strange considering, you know, other games, but again. I've heard this was before, you know, Kirby's stories got really serious, like in Triple Deluxe, Return of Dreamland even, so yeah, I'm pretty fine with the story in this game. You know, yeah, again, Amazing Mirror definitely had a pretty serious plot too, with Meta Knight stuff, so yeah. And of course, the Dark Matter Trilogy, can't forget about that, can we? So yeah, like, we do compare it to some of those games that came before, yeah, it does feel like a lacking story, but again, nothing that really sours my enjoyment of this game, so yeah. But anyway, so with that done, yeah, that's mainly my thoughts. So again, we'll go over how I feel about the project at the end, so yeah. At the end of everything, but yeah. So yeah. Anyway, with that done, yeah, let's yeah, end this part now. Now that yeah, we did the final level in the game, we beat the final boss, we got 100%, we unlocked boss endurance, and the extra mode too. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff right there. Anyway. Next time though, we are going to be taking on the boss endurance. Again, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it because I'm probably going to need to buckle down and focus a lot for it, but we'll see. And again, I want to see if I don't need Tornado for it, but I might resort to it, to be honest, because look how good it is against a lot of bosses, but we'll see. But anyway, we'll see how I decide to do things with that, so yeah, anyway. And yeah, like I said, I do think the game does end on a kind of high note too. Like again, Dark Nebula, Dark Zero, whatever you want to call him. Again, he's not the best final boss in the world. He's definitely one of the weaker ones in the series. I don't know. Dr. Roach definitely does make up for it, I feel like. He's pretty ridiculous in his own right, so yeah. So again, I don't mind that too much, to be honest, so yeah. But anyway, yeah. I think that's mainly everything I want to talk about. So yeah, like I said, I'll go over my thoughts on the project at the end of this playthrough. But yeah, like I said, next I know we got a boss endurance to go after. Anyway, I guess to end things off, we do have the final boss battle badge, which is just Dark Nebula. Dark Nebula. I guess it's because it will be a bit difficult to tell the Roach star. From its dark counterpart because it's just Rika and then 5 the Strawberry Shortcake. So there we go. All good stuff. So yeah. So that done, yeah. Like I said, next time, yeah, we're gonna be taking on the boss endurance. Then yeah, part of that, I'll show off the copy abilities, and then yeah, and that will be that basically for that'll be that for Kirby Squeak Squad. So yeah, look forward to all that, and yeah, I'll see you guys again for that.